Welcome to Beyond Protocol Tutorials by Deveroes. In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to perform some advanced alloy manipulation that will help you with your radar alloys and any other alloy you may need to create in the future. Alright, let's show you some advanced alloy manipulation techniques. Now, I've been able to do actually one of almost every kind for my radar here, so we'll be building a facility radar with this setup. Now, if you go here into our alloys here, you can see I have a bunch designed. I haven't researched them all, but I just wanted to show you. Now, first one I want to show you here is this radar collector. Now, notice that when I designed this, it had a bunch of properties in here I do not want. Now, normally what I would say to do is to do something like this. This is my scrubber alloy. It is an alloy that has absolutely no properties at all whatsoever, and it'll help clear that out. But sometimes that does not always work, as in the case with this setup. So what I did to rectify that issue instead is I went ahead and made that alloy as it is, and then just added the two alloys together and used my scrubber alloy to clean out the properties that I did not want, and that ended up working out just perfectly fine for me. These are two different ways of making your perfect alloys if minerals alone does not do that. Now, one of the tougher ones is to make your radar casing, and as you can see here, I've done what most people find very difficult to do, and that's perfect using two specific alloys. I did not use my scrubber alloy at all for this procedure, and as you can see, I actually only selected my density and my thermal conduction properties here. And so how did I get these values of 1 on these three different properties? Well, that's what I'm going to show you. As you can see here, I have two different alloys. Now, what I did at first is I tried starting off my first alloy is, of course, the first two alloys properties that I only originally wanted. However, for the second one, I started off low. I started off at about 5, and that wasn't enough. I went to 6. That wasn't enough. So what I did is I bumped it all the way up to 10. Notice these three are the properties I only wanted one property of, but when you design, it always lowers your properties. So what I did is I boosted this all the way up to 10 on all three of those properties that I only wanted one of. Went ahead and combined those two alloys, and they ended up giving me just 1. Now, say that you get to a position where you need more than 1, and you're already boosted up to 10. Well, one thing you could do is, if there's one that needs more property than another, you can, in your first alloy, since we left one of them blank, you can add and end up giving it 20, and that'll end up making it have a little bit more. Other things that you can do is if you change your research level.
Research complete.
Granted, I must not have enough, but usually what will happen is once you get into the higher, there's like 4 or 5 of them, it will actually give you 2 or 3. So what it does is it reduces the property loss, but right now, as you can see, it just increased my price. Didn't do me any benefit. So I'm just going to switch it back to this, and as you can see, I have my perfect alloys for making my radar now.
Research initiated.
Alright, now that I have completed my research on all of my alloys, I'll go ahead and throw them into a radar here real quick so you can see what they see how well they worked. I'm gonna make this for a facility. Just start with, well, looks like that's as high as I can go. And voila, as you can see here, I now have a perfectly alloyed and set up, ready to rock and roll radar. Let's go ahead and lower these minerals a bit. Alright, let's just go with this for now. And here you can see we have designed our radar. I hope this gives you a better understanding of the alloy manipulation, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.